Good evening, Bio Nation. First of all, surprise! We have an Overwatch match today. We actually found out about this a couple of days ago. I guess I should first start with introductions. My name is Matt Williamson, and you're watching Marietta College Esports. So right now, actually we're getting into the game right now, so I gotta get this thing started up. So, here we go. So Marietta College is playing against Echo. I have no idea what school they're from. This is a continuation of the... Actually, probably get the desktop audio going too. There you go. Now you can at least hear the audio. So this is part of the Tespa Collegiate Overwatch Championship that started back in February. We weren't able to stream any of those matches because it was during the same time as the Overwatch League was playing. So there's a rule where you're not allowed to stream Overwatch while Overwatch League is going on. So this is actually the first Tespa match of the spring semester, even though it's summer.
I'll be busy soon enough.
But we were able to finally get a match streamed. Long story short, the Tespa season... Man, I'm really trying to get everything figured out. The Tespa season was delayed because of the whole COVID-19 situation, and they just now started back up. And we just found out like 2 days ago that we had a match today. So, fortunately, we were able to get everyone here. So, your roster will be Shaken Dwarf, Neptune, Granny Tsunade, Caps Lock, Brimstone, and Shadow Dragon. First map is going to be Legion Tower. So, we already see Marietta teleporting in, and they're already taking some heavy damage. And Shaken Dwarf has already gone down, but does, well, Brimstone try to get the revive off, but does not quite connect. So it's looking like that Echo was able to get a very quick team kill. I should mention that Echo's a very good team. A lot of the players are either Diamond, Master, Grandmaster, so it's definitely going to be an uphill battle for the Pioneers. So we're seeing everyone kind of grouping over to the right, although Shaken Dwarf is going to go over to the side to see if he can get a flank in. And we're already seeing a Farrell going out, and most of the Pioneers have already fallen very quickly.
That was not enough.
So we'll see if Marietta can make any adjustments. But it looks like Echo is definitely trying to buy some space, preventing Marietta from even getting to the control point. So look from Caps Lock's perspective, taking a lot of damage from the pharmacy that they have in play, but they're starting to make their move. So we'll see if they try to jump on. And Shaken Dwarf has already fallen to the Pharah, and so is Shadow Dragon. So both DPS are down for Marietta. But they're trying to get some damage from people, but no one's dropping, and just Marietta's dropping one by one. They do get the Doomfist, but their Mercy was able to get the res off.
Greetings.
And we're seeing Farah already work on trying to find some space. But Shaken Dwarf does get an early frag onto Doomfist, so this may be Marietta's chance to try to take the point. We see Caps Lock has moved in, but most of Marietta's not with them. The Fire Ult does go out again and takes out 3 of the Pioneers. Now, I'm not too sure what that was. It was just not grouped up. And it's going to look like this first round is going to go to Echo unless Marietta is able to make a move very quickly. And the first round does go to Echo. Okay, that was just a very strong performance by Echo. There's a reason why their players are very high ranked. Marietta has been practicing quite a bit during the summer. But I will say this is the first time that this particular team has been able to play together. Some of our players have not been able to do as much just because being home or work. But we'll see if they can make some adjustments going into this next round. So we do see interesting composition here. We'll see how the Ryan Diva combo plays out. Meanwhile, looks like Echo's going with the Ryan Zarya for their tank composition. Maywall comes up to block out Caps Lock, which is able to take him out. And that's going to force Marietta to rotate around. And we already see the DPS from Marietta have fallen as well. Echo does secure the point. So now let's see if Marietta can group back up and try to make their way in. But Echo is not letting Marietta gain any ground. Tonight. Trying to try to get the kills. The Graviton does come out, and so does the Transcendence to try to keep him, but Caps Lock does end up falling before he's able to go up. Bob goes out, but he gets frozen, and the Riptire pretty much finishes off the rest of the team. Granny Sinai is the only one that's left, and forcing everyone else to retreat. Maria's trouble just getting out of their base.
Enemy in my sight.
And they try to move around, but the May ult does come out, and everyone gets frozen and is essentially taken out. Except for Granny Tsunade.
May checking in.
Give me 1 second here. Sorry, I had a phone call there I had to take. But Echo just had a very strong performance there, and they do take the first game. And a lot of it was that fire play. Just very dominating round one, getting several ults off.
Epic. Clear skies ahead.
We'll update the score here as we get game 2 set up. Marietta will be able to choose. There's like a limited map pool that they can pick from, so we'll see what they decide to go with. So we should be getting started in just a few minutes. I have to step away for just 1 minute. I will be right back, but the game will be up here, so as soon as it gets started, you will be able to see it.
Traveling to Dorado.
silent.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Alright, my apologies. Someone's at the door and I had to take care of that. Of course that happens during streaming, right? Okay, so we do see that we're on Dorado. Marietta's trying to escort the payload. They are on offense and they are starting to move the payload. But Granny Tsunami has already fallen. And so has Shadow Dragon. So Marietta's going to have to fall back just a little bit because it's a 4v6. They are struggling to get the picks that they need.
Activating the barrier.
The payload stopped.
So it looks like Marietta's trying to work their way around to see if they can catch anyone. And instead, Jake and Dwarf gets caught. It's like they were just right there waiting for them to be at that spot. Emerson does get the res off. We're just seeing D.Va kind of go in the back line. The mech does go out. Deadeye is coming out. And the shield goes down just a split second before Deadeye goes off. So Echo is definitely holding the ground, is picking off Marietta by one. It's getting to the point where they're starting to stagger. They're not falling. Once they start losing, they're not falling back. And they're gonna have to regroup and find the right pick.
This will heal you. Time to raise my
He's definitely struggling with the high ground. Or at least struggling to try to retake the high ground and gain some footing. You see the bomb's coming out for Echo.
I've got the payload and I'm moving out.
Mary still has a minute and 20 to try to get to the first checkpoint, and it's looking difficult. Not gonna sugarcoat it. D.Va's up the top roof, definitely do a lot of harassment. Meanwhile, McCree's able to get the picks he needs. Sigma's gonna try to get the ult off, and does get it, but there's not a whole lot of follow-up for it. And we see the Riptire trying to come out. Just gonna try to see if we can catch anyone. It does catch the Reinhardt, but that's not ultimately. Deadeye's coming back out. And they do get a kill onto McCree, so this may be the chance to start pushing that payload a little bit. The mech is out, so all's left is D.Va. D.Va does go down. Mary's got 17 seconds, so they have to stay on the payload and try to see if they can take this first checkpoint.
10 seconds.
And I think Echo's going to no, D.Va is jumping in. I thought they were going to concede the checkpoint, but they're definitely going to try to go in. Hammer does go down, and Marietta gets the checkpoint. So the round's not over yet, folks. They may be outranked, but they are not going to go down without a fight. And we see Caps Lock moving in to try to get some space while Marietta continues to push that payload. And he does end up falling. And that pulse bomb from Tracer was able to take out 2 from Marietta. Although Tracer does eventually go down. But now Echo seems to be able to push off Marietta's offense, so they're going to have to regroup. They got about 1:25 left in the round. Just a little. They got a little bit of a halfway between the first and second checkpoint. Not maybe more like a third. You see Tracer moving in to try to harass a little bit. We'll back away. Deny is coming out again and does take out Shadow Dragon. Meanwhile, Neptune was able to take out Ana, but he's going to fall himself. Grayson is trying to keep Caps Lock up as much as possible. He is taking massive damage. Everyone's just focusing on him. And then they decide to finish off Grayson not a first, then finish off Ryan. Mary's got about 30 seconds left. Neptune's now switched to the Diva. And it looks like Echo has switched to an Echo. Original, I know. Mary's got 15 seconds and they have to get onto that payload. Riptire does come out. Alright, he's got to head over there to see if it connects with anyone. It does not connect, unfortunately. Marietta's on the payload, but they're going to have to try to get some picks, and 2 from Marietta has already fallen. And the Rhinehammer does go down and takes out 3 of the Pioneers. So I think Neptune's the only one that's left. The mech is broken. He's going to go down, and I think Lucio is there. Brimstone is trying to keep the round alive. And that will be the round. So all things considered, taking a checkpoint is a good accomplishment, but it's not a whole lot of distance. If Marietta is going to have to hold this, because if Echo is able to get to that point, then Echo will take the entire match. So we'll see if Marietta can make any adjustments in the composition. Really, they're definitely going to have to look for the picks. I mean, if you just look at the player composition, a lot of the people from Echo have a large amount of experience.
The hunt begins.
So it looks like we're gonna go with Ryan Diva again. We're gonna keep the Mercy Moira for support. And then we're gonna go with McCree and Hanzo. So they're definitely gonna try to see if they can get the picks. Raw damage does not seem to work against Echo. So we'll see if more of this DPS pick type comp will work with McCree and Hanzo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And we're already seeing, right from the get-go, that Urchin was able to predict it and take out Shakendorf. Yeah, it looks like Shakendorf is realizing that Hanzo's not going to do it. He's going to bring out the Ashe instead. Marietta's already split up, and Reinhardt goes down. Marietta's going to have to group back up if they're going to have any shot. But Echo's already close to the first checkpoint. I think Marietta's going to have to concede it because they're going to have to defend that spot right there to your right. fact, I think if they lose another team fight, that might be it. We're already seeing Shakendorf and Granny going down. Mora does get the Echo down, but Bob has come out for Echo as well. And they're getting pushed off the payload, and Echo's just slowly making their way. They're gonna have to make a move. I think that's gonna be it right there.
Play of the game.
Yeah, play of the game goes to Urchin again. I mean, it's just an insane DPS player. Yeah, so with that, it is a best 2 out of 3. So with that, Echo does take the series. So it was a short broadcast, and honestly, we kind of knew that this was probably going to be an uphill battle, just given how good Echo is. So that is going to be it for us today. So surprise broadcast. Thank you for those who joined us. We're just to give you an idea of what's going on with our esports program. We are working on a couple projects during the summer. So please be sure to keep an eye on the on our social media. So you can go to at Marietta Esports on our Facebook, Twitter, and our Instagram account. We actually adjusted our Facebook page. It's no longer Marietta College Esports. It's just Marietta Esports. Wait, are you saying it's 3 out of 5? I thought it was a best of 3. Hold on, we might not be done just yet. Let me check here. That's the wrong button. Alright, we're double checking something here, but I thought it was a best 2 out of 3, but it might be a 3 out of 5. This one it was 2 out of 3. That's not right. There we go. Okay, at least I got the score updated. Let me double check here. It says best of 3, so let me double check. Yeah, this should be it. We're just double checking real quick, guys. Appreciate everyone's patience. Well, I guess we're gonna do a game 3 anyway. We don't know if this is
Now entering King's Row.
well. This may be a game 3. This may be an exhibition match. We don't know, but I guess we're gonna play another game. But yeah, so I was talking about earlier while this game is getting set up. We are making some adjustments to our esports program over the summer. We got a few projects on the way, so be sure to follow us on all of our social media. We've added an Instagram account, so you can go to instagram.com/Marietta College Marietta Esports. We've adjusted our Facebook link to be Marietta Esports. We've added a TikTok, but I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to use that. So, but we have one because I've been told it's a good thing to have.
How are you feeling?
But okay, so we're going to do King's Row. Looks like Marietta is going to be starting on offense. Because they are on the red side, so I guess that makes sense.
Just like in training. Visualize
And as far as the compositions go, looks like they're going to go with the Reinhardt Zarya tank combination. They're still looking for picks with the McCree and Widowmaker. We'll see how that goes. They have. I mean, we saw that raw damage is not necessarily going to be enough. So if they can get the headshots, then this could be effective. But if they can't get the headshots, then they're going to be in trouble. And we're going to see Hanzo trying to catch up Marietta, but Brimstone is able to at least push him back. But yeah, Hanzo was definitely trying to go for an early pick and was denied. So great job there by Brimstone. I think Marietta's going to be trying to rotate around to the right side of the map to work their way in. Echo is fully aware of this. But now we're going to see them charging in, trying to capture the point. Meanwhile, Shaken Dwarf was a little bit behind in the setup, but he's now going to try to flank on the other side behind the team. But two for Marietta have already fallen. So that was essentially a 5v6 at the beginning. And Shaken Dwarf's going to have to fall back. I think he was starting with Widowmaker, but he switched to Tracer at the last second. Realizing that was probably not going to work on offense. So Mary's going to try to group back up. Mary's trying to work her way around the statue. Meanwhile, Tracer's in behind trying to get some damage, but is not getting the pick that he's looking for. And we do see the hammer coming out from Echo's Reinhardt, and 4 Marietta's already down.
Let's try that again.
Shaken Dwarf is trying to get picks around the side, but he's just not getting anything. In fact, he's way out in no man's land, and I think he's kind of trapped. The rest of Marietta is looking to try to work on the point. We do get a 1-for-1 trade, but most of Marietta is falling. So we do see Death Balls coming out by Reaper, and that's going to take out most of the Pioneers. So we see the only people that are up left, actually just Caps Lock, who respawned.
Just in time.
And Marietta is going to try to work their way around again. And Hans is going to get the pick onto Brimstone. And that is Urchin again, who had very good games 1 and 2. And speaking of Urchin, he is going to get the pick onto Shaken Dwarf with the ult. He's going to work their way around, but Reaper is there to try to intercept. And Caps Lock is going to get picked off by Hanzo again. And also going to get killed into Granny Tsunade. And Shadow Dragon does get the kill onto. Haha, good meme. Okay. But Mary's only got 30 seconds left. They have to get onto the control point. I think now they're going to go for the charge. Lucio speed boost comes in. But Zarya is going to catch Shadow Dragon. And also combo that with the... Yeah, the Zarya Hanzo combo is pretty rough. That does get the pick. Reinhardt slam hammer does come down. And it's looking like Echo is going to take this round without Marietta being able to make progress on the point.
Score 0
So that's going to give Echo a huge advantage because all they need to do is just get 1/3 of the control point, and that's going to be GG. But we'll see if Marietta can make a firm stance. So we do see similar composition to before, although we're going to see the Junkrats into the Creep for Shadow Dragon.
Attackers
And Shakendorf will go with the Ash. Yeah, the biggest threat on Echo's side is definitely Urchin. I think Marietta's definitely struggled with trying to get him down.
Get into position.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend.
There we go. We do see the Echo coming out very early on, looking to scalp. And we see the Mercy behind it too. It looks like they're going to use a Doomfist to move around to the side to try to intercept them. And they're already pushing Marietta off the point. They can't do that. They have to get back onto the point and contest it. So they just push them off like that. They can take the whole game without even getting a kill. Shadow Dragon does go down. And most of Marietta is falling one by one. And that's probably going to be it.
Play of the game.
Alright, yeah, so it's confirmed that it was a best of 3. So this last game was just kind of an exhibition match, but that's okay because you know what that means? It means more Overwatch for you guys to see. But alright, so that will officially be the match for today. So yeah, once again, it was a surprise stream, but we're at least fortunate we were able to put this on for you guys. So thank you for watching. I think there will be another match next Sunday and the following Sunday. We may or may not be able to stream that just based on what happens with Overwatch League. I think they stream next week. So if Overwatch League is on, we won't be able to necessarily stream it live, but we might be able to find a way to record it and put it up later on. But that will be it for us today. Once again, please be sure to follow us on social media. So Marietta Esports on our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram pages. We have our Discord server. You're welcome to join. So thank you again, and hope you have a great evening.